Hello again. I'm back at Sweethope, the small water this time, for an interesting session. I'm going to show you the day, not quite in actually the order it happened. The next track you'll see is out of order, it's virtually at the end of the day, but I want to ask you all a question about it, and I hope you'll respond in some way on the comments. Again, I'd just like to know what you think. So here's the second track coming.
Oh yeah.
Just from the Environment Agency checking road licenses.
Right.
That's my work there.
Yep.
Catching much?
I've had 4,
Alright.
but we've been at the top end on emergers.
That looks like it. Thank you for that.
It's funny, the last time I was out at Glencarn, I got checked for a rod licence.
Really?
Yeah. So that was twice in a week, compared to about 3 times in 15 years.
Yeah. It's weird how it happens. I'm an angler myself, and before I started this job I'd never been checked either. So
Yeah.
Right, this is in relationship to checking my rod licence. Nothing against the officer in question here, or the 2 officers that I saw a week earlier. But my question is, if we take a hypothetical 10 fishermen that only fish stocked still waters, and say 5 of them look after the fish, return them undamaged, do all the fishery rules and so on, and they have a rod licence, and then another 5 do exactly the same but haven't bought a rod licence, I would like you to tell me what the 5 people that haven't bought a rod licence has taken away from the fishery, in terms of how it runs and functions and so on, and the quality of the fish, compared to the ones that have bought a licence, and what extra they added to the fishery by buying a rod licence. And you might think this is complete waffle and completely irrelevant, but I live on the border, and I go fishing in Scotland in some similar sized waters where a rod licence isn't required, and no one seems to be the worse for wear for it. Anyway, that's the question. Thank you. As you can see here, I've got a fish on a size 18 emerger, a little hare's ear emerger. So as usual at Sweethope, it's going very well. The rocks are particularly slippery. wind that day was absolutely freezing cold. I did try a variety of buzzers, slow retrieve, and 1 or 2 other wet flies before you see this this clip of me waiting to a fish.
Nice looking fish. Right, that'll do nicely for my neighbour. I estimate that fish to be a good £3. It's very difficult to see even when I watch the footage myself on a decent sized television, but the water in front of me was alive with fish taking something quite microscopic off the surface. In fact, frustratingly, the stocking density was really pretty dense, going right the way down to the island. Like, pardon my language there, but that was a nice strong fish that briefly got hold of the fly. I had a few encounters like that. You know, it's a decent range sometimes. It's quite difficult to get the timing of the strike just right. We can't really call it a strike. It's more like me tightening and the fish tightening with enthusiasm in the opposite direction. But before this particular outing at Sweethope, I had another couple of outings on the river, and one of them resulted in a nice fish, and the other one again was just a cold day out experienced by me and several other anglers. In fact, in the last 20 seconds or so you can see the odd fish moving. I haven't shown it, but I fished another, I'd say, half dozen different locations round the lake. Here we go, another fish that took in a rather enthusiastic fashion. If I'd shown any level of intelligence, I would have taken the net up to where I was fishing instead of walking back down over these slippery slabs to the net. But it's another excuse I can blame completely on old age. We're coming fairly close to the end of this little video, so please like, subscribe, comment in some way, especially about the comments over the rod licensing.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're with me again for another wet, cold, droney video of mine. Very much appreciated if you do. I'll leave you to watch the rest of it in peace. Bye for now.
I'm filming you with the fish.
Right, okay.
So don't lose it, because you'll be a celebrity on YouTube.
My goodness.
They're always extremely healthy fish here, aren't they?
Yeah. I come over here with my motorhome. It's up in over there at the moment.
Yeah. It's looking about £3, eh?
Yes. Cheers.
Yeah.
Beauty. I'm a catch and eat chap, I do.
Well, I've banged one on the head for my neighbour.
Did you?
Yeah, but the rest are going back if I get any more anyway.
I'll have this one and then I'll put the other ones back. It's a beauty.
Yeah.